Happy New Year, my sweet, and here's to another 65 episodes. Have you ever felt something is blocking the warmth and beauty you know is inside you? Rob Bell, one of my favorite writers, once quoted Jane Fonda, and it truly spoke to my soul. I have a reverence humming inside me. Isn't that such a powerful image? The thought of God's presence within us as a gentle humming frequency, it brings peace. But what if you can't feel that reverence? What if negative beliefs about yourself, your worth, or your abilities have built a wall, keeping that light from shining through? Well, with those words and images in our mind, we're diving deep into this today. Where do these limiting beliefs come from? And more importantly, how can you start breaking them down? Let's explore how to remove that wall and let your inner light radiate fully. After this episode, I invite you to take the next step on your journey by visiting my Rise, Love, Live boutique on Etsy shop. There you'll find, among others, my affirmation journal, your personal cheerleader to help you rewrite those beliefs and nurture your beautiful spirit. Check out the link below. It's time to rise, love, and live fully. Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Hello, beautiful. Have you ever felt like something you can't see but know is there holds you back? Like a dark wall between you and the life you're meant to live. Sometimes those walls are built from our hidden belief system. It quietly lives in our minds, in our memories, and shapes how we see ourselves and the world. And it's sneaky because it lives in our subconscious, influencing us without us even realizing it. Let me share a fascinating example that really shows how our beliefs shape everything we do. Have you ever heard of Jane Elliott's classroom experiment? It's mind-blowing. She simply told her students that their eye color determined their intelligence and behavior. And based on what she told them, brown, blue, green, and what that equated to, that one statement changed everything. These kids started performing differently on tests and treating each other differently, all because of a single belief they were given. It's pretty incredible, and it shows just how powerful our thoughts about ourselves can be. And the same thing happens to us. Our hidden beliefs, whether they're about our worth, our abilities, or potential, can shape our lives in ways we don't even notice. But here's the good news. Those beliefs can be changed. It's true. Just like Deepak says, you can rewire your brain for positivity with repeated intentional practice. Every thought really does create new neural pathways. This means we have the power to actively shape our reality through our beliefs and thoughts. And you know what? This isn't just modern science talking. This wisdom has been around for centuries. Romans 12:2 puts it so beautifully. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's so amazing to me how ancient spiritual wisdom and modern neuroscience are telling us the very same thing. Transformation begins when we become aware of these beliefs and start rewriting the story they tell. Now, with that inspiration leading the way, let's dive into 3 areas where those negative beliefs might be showing up in your life. First, we have self-talk. Take a moment and think about the little conversations you have with yourself each day. You know, those automatic thoughts that pop up like, I'm hopeless at cooking. I can't stay organized to save my life, or I'll never be good with money. Any of those sound familiar? Here's the thing though, these statements might feel like they're part of who you are, but they're just describing behaviors that can change. Your identity is so much bigger than these limiting beliefs. Let's flip that script. Instead of saying, I'm terrible with money, try, I'm learning something new about managing my finances every day. Rather than I'm a mess when it comes to organization, try saying I'm discovering systems that work for me. And finally, instead, I'm a horrible cook. Say I'm experimenting in the kitchen and improving with each and every meal. See how that feels different? These new statements leave room for growth, possibility, and most importantly, hope. Then there's something I like to call the what if game. Our minds love to play it. But have you noticed how often our what ifs lean toward worry? What if I fail? What if I lose everything? What if I'm not good enough? But here's where the magic happens. What if we turn those fears into possibilities? So instead, we asked, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? What if everything works out even better than I imagined? What if I'm creating the exact life I've been praying for? And here's a little secret. Imagine you're talking to your best friend. Would you bombard her with all those negative what ifs? Would you doubt her dreams? Or would you remind her of all the ways she might fail? Of course not. You would be her biggest cheerleader, right? So here's my question. Why not be the same loving friend to yourself? Okay, my sweet, let's talk about another way these hidden beliefs might show up, and that's through disproportionate reactions. Have you ever found yourself more upset than you expected over something small? Perhaps it was something like your partner forgetting to do the dishes, but deep down, it felt like so much more. Those moments are often tied to hidden beliefs or negative stories we carry, ones that whisper things like, no one really cares about me. You see, it's not about the dishes at all. It's about a deeper wound that's being triggered. When these reactions happen, approach the situation with curiosity and grace. Instead of judging your feelings, ask yourself, what story might I be telling myself here? These moments are opportunities to uncover those negative beliefs that no longer serve you. And again, start rewriting them with kindness and truth. And finally, let's talk about repeating patterns. Do you have the same challenges showing up over and over? Maybe it's in your relationships, finances, or even how you view yourself. These patterns are like little breadcrumbs leading you back to a hidden belief. For example, if you often find yourself in friendships where you feel like the doormat, it might be tied to a belief deep down that says, I don't deserve respect. So take some time to pray and reflect. What patterns keep showing up in your life? And more importantly, what might they be trying to tell you about the beliefs you're carrying? These patterns aren't here to shame you. They're here to guide you toward healing and growth. You see, recognizing these beliefs is just the first step to breaking down that wall. And once you start replacing those negative limiting beliefs, those stories with truth, factual truth, that beautiful reverence humming inside you can finally shine through. Does that make sense? And to help you on this journey, be sure to download your affirmations journal. Again, it's available on my Rise, Love, Live boutique on Etsy. It's designed to guide you in replacing those old limiting beliefs with ones that empower you and reflect God's truth about who you are. Okay, now let's wrap up with our prayer. Deep breath in and out. Dear Lord, thank you for creating us with such love and purpose. Help us to pause, to notice, and to recognize when negative limiting beliefs hold us back. Then we ask, please help us to replace them with your truth. Show us how to connect with your energy, your frequency, and embrace the light you've placed inside us so we can live fully in your love. We ask for all of this in Jesus' name. Amen. I encourage you to take that first step toward healing. And until we meet again, beautiful, I believe in you. Now it's your turn. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.